So emotional intelligence is about how good are we with ourselves. Then everything else automatically follows. We can't be critical of ourselves and then expect to shower love to somebody else. We can't be blaming ourselves all the time and then expect to compliment and appreciate somebody else. It's not possible. You can only give what you have with you. So emotional intelligence, it starts with becoming better with ourselves and then extending that into others most naturally. Meditation process, this meditation that we practice every day, is helping us develop this emotional intelligence in many, many facets.
Without meditation, the paradise is lost. With meditation, the paradise is regained. Without anapanasati, the paradise is lost. With anapanasati, the paradise is regained. Milton said, the mind in itself creates a hell of a heaven and a heaven of a hell. The mind has to be rectified. A worldly mind creates a hell for everybody. And a spiritual mind creates a heaven for everybody. Every worldly mind needs to be transformed into every spiritual mind. Mind should be limited to only one thing, that is the breath. Become one with your own normal, natural, easy, soft, simple, tender, peaceful, tranquil breath, my dear friends.
Earlier it was like I was forcing myself to do something which was not really fascinating me, but slowly I started enjoying everything that I was doing, and all the credit I would just give it to the meditation, the breath mindfulness meditation that taught in, and it brought a lot of clarity to me, a lot of passion into me.
I was having a clear of thoughts, but it has become very, very clear what is the purpose of life. And whenever I do meditation, I was doing from the long 5-6 years, but guided meditation given me so much that as bhavan tadbhavan, the clarity of thoughts. So what you have said is people from spiritually poor to spiritually rich through the journey of this meditation is excellent.
As a teen, I went through a lot of things, stress, depression, anxiety, because of exams and getting into the right college. But even after entering college, things remained the same. I wasn't sure how to get back. But then, after meditation, things started changing, not at once, but gradually. I started focusing more on what I want. And I started gaining some confidence to face the world.
The best thing is my son. I have a great relationship with him now. I used to think that I would actually have to, teach him, right? But today I am become a student. I learn from him every day, and we have become friends. And that itself probably is for anybody is a great accomplishment. Meditation has definitely helped me there.
Happy morning, everybody. Great afternoon and wonderful evening. Everything is consciousness. It's not only humans who are conscious. When we're building friendships, naturally the friendship has to be extended to not only humans and animals, but to everything around. Evolution is from mineral kingdom to plant kingdom to animal kingdom to human kingdom. We know that plants have consciousness. Earth has consciousness. Earth has a frequency, Schumann resonancy. Everything is energy, everything is consciousness. We look at from a resource perspective, so be it. When we understand everything is consciousness, then we have a responsibility towards this all things. If emotional regulation, or if the broader understanding is about being friendly to multiply my experiences, friendly with everything, then naturally it goes without saying that we extend that friendship to the places and things around. We are highly grateful to the places and things around, in addition to people and beings. So we talked in detail about animal friendship, animals. But the same thing naturally is extended by meditators to the environment around. With emotional regulation, when we become very self-responsible individuals, so we look at nature as our friend, become one with the nature, so it becomes natural for us to think twice about taking a tree off. We at once, of course, become vegetarians because we recognize we have no right to take something onto the dining table. So, emotional intelligence naturally expands into taking care of our environment, our surroundings, friendship. One is from resources perspective, that with the way we talk about. But of course, as we as we experience oneness with everything, then as we experience oneness with the nature, we will not feel like unnecessarily interfering with its existence or growth, unnecessarily damaging. We are conscious about a choice that we make when and when not to. We are very conscious about a choice we make about causing any impact to the environment. Karthikeyan sir wrote a beautiful newsletter about a couple of months ago on environment preservation. Why and then how it's important. While we also been reading too, there are many groups are working for it, and we too are. As meditators, we're not only working, it becomes a natural, it's second nature to recognize and see how can I contribute to saving and preserving the environment, preserving the nature around me. We fundamentally believe when we become meditators, we are naturally developing that consciousness to take care of the planet. Biggest, one of the largest reasons of deforestation is eating meat. Ultimately, things come around to that. Millions of people starve on one side while 70% of the grains are fed to cattle to produce meat. 70% of the grains are fed to cattle to produce meat while millions are starving of hunger. And many times these grains are going from poor countries where people are dying of hunger on one side, another side exporting. So naturally, we think about it. If my food choice is something, if my living style is something, we must think about this. How can I be conscious before I put on that AC? Can I live? Not live. Because there is so much. Everything adds up. We make a conscious choice. So, out of the several activities, thank you, Katskens, for a message that recently circulated again. Philip Wallen, one of a retired banker, has some beautiful things to say about environment, about animal rights, about things. It gives very intriguing facts. So let's watch this video after meditation. We'll go into meditation and watch that video. Very powerful in terms of how powerful in bringing out the facts around this whole environment, planet, animals, and all of that in terms of what's happening to it. It's not to, that video is trying to highlight how much care we need to take. It's not scaring people. I don't want you to take from that angle, but it highlights drawing nice comparisons. One of the better presented videos around this aspect. But the good news is for each and every one of us, as we are regularly meditating, it becomes second nature. It becomes natural that yes, I must do rainwater harvesting. If where possibility is there, I must be more energy conscious in utilizing it. I must be more environment conscious. Can I do something at my home to be environment conscious? Simple things like segregating waste. I think many things can be done. We're just not aware. Like the moment we are aware that non-vegetarianism is causing so much damage in many ways to the individual health, to the financial industry and many, many things, environment. Naturally, the moment we understand it, we are able to give up. One must understand this. One must look at question, can I change my food habit? And anybody seriously wanting to become that consciousness, it is a must. It's a prerequisite. I don't talk about law of cause and effect, but that's always there. Law of cause and effect is always there. We'll cover that in detail in a week-long program I'm doing called Advanced Spiritual Science Topics in July, later this month, towards the end of the month. But law of cause and effect is always working. It is still free will based, but it is working always. It is still something that individually we make a choice, but for that we have to understand a larger perspective of the nature of personal reality some more. But law of cause and effect is working all the time. The consequences for every action that we take has to be clearly understood and then borne by each of us. So that goes without saying that when we are wishing, dreaming, creating, consciously, unconsciously, there is always a consequence, and we must, if not today, the consequence will always be revealed to us later. The question is it in this lifetime? Is it later? Just the way you are running a business and you know that you have to spend $100,000 a month, but then you spend without thinking about a consequence $200,000 a month. So it will be revealed to you pretty quickly. Just a matter of time, right? Depending on the cash that you have in the bank. So the model will tell you, but you ignore the model and then you continue, and then so very soon you will get to know the consequence of it. Same thing. Law of cause and effect, or the law of karma, is always there, is always working. So let's go back into our meditation. But the good news is that we are, as becoming more conscious beings, the more heart-based beings, it is a natural common sense when we look at, and then if I'm a builder, I'm building a project, and then if I have to cut off a huge piece of land, I'll think twice about, can I preserve it? This understanding came to me long ago when we were building Pyramid Valley International. When there was someone trying to take off an area because it's sort of, you are used to looking at a flat land. That time I felt it's like peeling off a skin of my body when you're trying to use this bulldozer and then pull it hard, strong. If that's got consciousness, it must be feeling, right? Earth also must be feeling that way. So, of course, when we have to do, where we consciously make a choice, it's going to be a lot more helpful for people to thrive and explore consciousness more. So yes, when we're making roads, we basically utilize what is absolutely necessary. That's the understanding that we would develop as meditators regularly. So planet and environment consciousness must be developed, and we must look at supporting in any way. If not, we just naturally change our lifestyles, habits. It is possible. So we're doing water harvesting at our home. It is possible we do waste segregation. We do energy efficient devices. We avoid ACs. Personally, these choices we made at our home in Bangalore. Some places it may not be possible, but we must look at consciously what can we do and then adopt to them. Go green, organic. We are doing perhaps maybe 40%, but we must go and then do more of it. We consciously look at avoiding using things that are imported from abroad. Maximum we consciously look at, because it just didn't make sense to buy tomato ketchup from somewhere that comes from far away. So much of energy and all of that great lies. We're conscious. I'm not saying that we're 100% eliminated, but we have made significant choice personally when we're buying things. It is possible when you look up, there are many, many small things we can do and then make a difference, because we are growing in percentage, in number, right? We are growing in number. Let's go into a meditation, dear friends, and then watch the beautiful video by Philip Olin, who has been environmentally an activist from a great job he shunned and then came into promoting environmental consciousness, animal rights consciousness. So relax yourself, sit comfortably. We are doing Anapanasati meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind. When we empty the mind by observing our natural breath, we are experiencing a greater part of ourselves, this consciousness, that energy field. We also remove all our unwanted thoughts and feelings and beliefs. Slowly we reprogram by emptying our mind on a regular basis. So our goal is to create a great future for ourselves. Our thoughts create reality. So by reprogramming our mind, so we're able to create a better future, and the core tool is meditation. So we observe our breath, our normal natural breath, to empty your mind. Gautam Buddha brought this technique. You're practicing it with your eyes closed, specs removed, fingers into fingers, resting your hands comfortably in your lap, cross your feet at ankle, and observe the breath. Natural in-breath and out-breath. It's called Anapanasati technique, Anapanasati Vipassana technique, where we're observing a natural breath and we become empty of all thoughts in our mind. And then we experience this emptiness, a greater energy. Our goal is to be in that emptiness for as long as we can, where there are no places, no people, no things, because when thoughts are not there, then we don't have anything. So that's our goal. So we're practicing it every day. Let's go into the meditation once again. Contrary to what people have thought about meditation as a special ritual, highly selective practice, Patriji simplified it so much. No restrictions whatsoever, no time, any time of the day, anywhere, anybody, one can do it simply by just sitting and observing your natural breath. And it seems to do wonders for many of us. Relax yourself, sit comfortably. And then before we go into this meditation, we are also doing something called heart elevation process to slow down our brain, which helps us go into an empty state faster. Follow my guidance actively for this heart elevation. With your eyes closed, dear friends. Relax your body. Feel your body. Dear friends, dear masters, keep your hands on your chest area with your eyes closed, specs removed. Cross your feet at ankle. Rest your attention on your breath and on your sacred heart. And take a slow, long, relaxing breath. And can you feel your beautiful heart? Breathe more of that slow, long, relaxing breath, and can you feel your sacred heart, which is nurturing all life with its love, gratitude, compassion, energy. Breathe in to a heart center and feel the beat, the rhythm of your beautiful heart, dear friends. Can you relive a moment from your life of enormous love, gratitude, compassion, joy? Recollect an experience from your life and relive that moment and elevate yourself. Feel more of that energy of love, of joy, of gratitude. Relive that moment more. The more we experience love, gratitude, joy, the more we experience our wholeness, the more we become one. We are all deeply interconnected with everybody and everything. Deep inside, everything is consciousness and energy. The more we experience this higher emotion, the more we are becoming one. Feel it. And allow yourself to direct this energy to heal yourself deeply. And allow yourself to radiate this energy onto every corner of this planet Earth. And slowly, I would like you to go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers, placing your hands comfortably in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. With your eyes closed, specs removed, clasp your fingers, place your hands in your lap comfortably. With your legs crossed, be with your breath.
अभयप्रदा मणिगणै नानाविधैः अभयप्रदा
Be with your breath. Become one with that in-breath.
नानाविधैर्भूषिता भक्ताभीष्टफलप्रदा हरिहरं ब्रह्मादिभिः सेविता
Our goal is to empty the mind of all thoughts. Our goal is to merge into that greater emptiness, that quantum energy field. Our divine intelligence. When we observe our breath, our mind becomes empty. Be with your breath. As you merge into your breath, notice the lightness in your breath. Notice that shallowness in your breath and allow yourself to observe that lighter, shallow in breath and the out breath, and allow yourself to slowly and slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. Allow yourself to slowly and slowly become empty of all thought. Allow yourself to merge into your in breath and the out breath. As we become empty in our mind, we allow our body to function at its natural best. We direct that energy into the generous present moment. We experience that greater emptiness of no body, of nothing. Be with your breath. We are less matter, more energy, more emptiness. Allow yourself to experience that emptiness of no body, no one, nothing inside of you, all around you. Can you sense energies all around your body occupying this room? If you find yourself in thought, gently go back to observing your breath and slowly become empty. Allow yourself to find that emptiness inside you, all around you. Can you become aware of that emptiness where there's no body, where there's no thing, where there's no one, in no place and no time? Become aware of that emptiness, spreading far and wide beyond your body, beyond your room, into the edges of this universe. That's energy. All emptiness is energy. This is that unlimited quantum energy field. The longer you stay connected to this field as no body, no thing, the more you become pure consciousness. Allow yourself to unfold as an awareness into this endless field of possibilities. If you find yourself in thought, gently go back to observing your breath. And slowly find that emptiness all around. Stay aware of this emptiness, of this energy, of this light. Allow yourself to become nobody, no one, nothing. The longer you merge into this energy, the more open you become, the more you allow the possibilities into your physicality. This is the field of unknown and unlimited. Allow yourself to go deeper into this void, into this life. The more you trust this unknown, the more miraculous your life can be. Stay aware from your body, way away from your life, and allow yourself to stay connected to this energy. This is your divine self. This is that quantum consciousness where everybody and everything are connected. Go deeper and deeper into this emptiness of yourself. Friends, it's an honor and privilege to be living this life, to be exploring consciousness at this time of history. Express gratitude to all things and everybody. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Come on, open up your hearts. Give thanks to your parents for giving us this beautiful connection to this universe. Be grateful to all your teachers and mentors for expanding your knowledge and wisdom. Be grateful to all the people in your life, your family, your friends, colleagues, relatives, for allowing us to learn so many things. Deep gratitude to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals. Be thankful to all the things you use, the technology, the places you visit, your systems, your companies, and governments. Be grateful to yourself for caring for you, caring for others. And finally, be grateful to this quantum field, to this intelligent universe for allowing us to experience so much more in this life. Relax your body. Feel your body. Relax and let your autonomous nervous system repair your body. As you relax, recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? Who have you become? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then you may open your eyes. Okay, wonderful. Yes, Anisha, madam.
Namaste. Good morning and good evening, friends. It really feels great to see all of you meditating in the morning and adding to the group energies. I'm really feeling very happy to be part of this wonderful group. Thank you, sir, for this wonderful meditation. On behalf of Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation, I'm happy to announce the names of the donors who contributed more than 10,000 from 29th to 2nd July. Niranjan Singh, Anbarasu K, Dhulipala Nagapradeep, and Rakesh Jalumane. I thank you all. I also thank all the donors who contributed other amounts too, and also an anonymous donor. Thank you all for your contributions. Friends, I just want to tell a small quote. Giving is not about making donation. It is about making a difference. This is by Kathy Kevin, CEO and President of UNF. So I request you all to become part of this noble cause and make a difference by contributing your valuable donations. Please log on to www.buddhaceo.org/donations. Thank you.
Thank you, Anisha, madam. And I really thank all the donors for contributing and supporting, and definitely all volunteers who have been assisting us in doing these activities. Thank you so much. And while we are on this topic, we'll have a short sharing in the breakout rooms today, but I wanted to bring this message on environment. Today we are talking about environmental consciousness as part of emotional regulation, emotional intelligence. We are friends to the environment. So let's listen to this message by this master who is promoting this cause significantly. And Karthikeyan sir, I request your message after this video. So let me share this.
Philip Woolen. King Lear, late at night on the cliffs, asks the blind Earl of Gloucester, "How do you see the world?" And the blind man Gloucester replies, "I see it feelingly. And shouldn't we all? Animals must be off the menu because tonight they are screaming in terror in the slaughterhouses, in crates and in cages, vile, ignoble gulags of despair." You see, I heard the screams of my dying father as his body was ravaged by the cancer that killed him. And I realized I'd heard those screams before. In the slaughterhouse, their eyes stabbed out and their tendons slashed, on the cattle ships to the Middle East, and the dying mother wail as a harpoon explodes in her brain as she calls out to her calf. Their cries were the cries of my father. And I discovered that when we suffer as equals. And in their capacity to suffer, a dog is a pig, is a bear, is a boy. Meat today is the new asbestos, more murderous than tobacco. CO2, methane and nitrous oxide from the livestock industry are killing our oceans with acidic, hypoxic dead zones. 90% of small fish are ground up into pellets to feed to livestock. Vegetarian cows today are the world's largest ocean predators. The oceans are dying in our time. By 2048, all our fisheries will be dead, the lungs and the arteries of the earth. Billions of bouncy little chicks are ground up alive simply because they are male. Only 100 billion people have ever lived. 7 billion people live today. And yet we torture and kill 2 billion sentient living beings every week. 10,000 entire species are wiped out every year because of the actions of one. And we're now facing the 6th mass extinction in cosmological history. If any other organism did this, a biologist would call them a virus. It is a crime against humanity of unimaginable proportions. But happily, the world is changing. 10 years ago, Twitter was a bird sound. www was a stuck keyboard. Cloud was in the sky. 4G was a parking space. Google was a baby's burp. Skype was a typo. And Al-Qaeda was my plumber. Victor Hugo said, "There is nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come." Well, animal rights today is now the greatest social justice issue since the abolition of slavery. Do you know there are over 600 million vegetarians in this world? And that is bigger than the United States, England, France, Germany, Spain, Italy, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, all put together. If we were one nation, we would be bigger than the 27 nations of the European Union. Can you believe that? And despite this massive demographic footprint, we are still drowned out by the raucous hunt and shoot and killing cartels who believe that violence is the answer when it should not even be a question. Meat kills animals, kills us, and is killing our economies. Medicare has already bankrupted the United States. They will need $8 trillion invested in treasury bills just to pay the interest, and they have precisely zero. They could shut down every school, Army, Navy, Air Force, Homeland Security, Marines, CIA, and FBI, and they still will not have the money to pay their doctor bills. And our Cornell and Harvard say that the optimum amount of meat in a healthy human diet is precisely zero. Water, as you know, is the new oil. Nations will soon be going to war for it. Underground aquifers that took millions of years to fill are now running dry. It takes 50,000 liters of precious drinking water to make 1 kilo of beef. Today, 1 billion people are hungry. 20 million people will die from malnutrition. Cutting meat by only 10% will feed 100 million people, and eliminating meat will end starvation forever. If everyone ate a Western diet, we would need 2 planet Earths to feed us. We've only got one, and she is dying. Greenhouse gas emissions from livestock is 50% greater than transport, as Peter said. Cars, trains, buses, ships, lorries, the whole lot. And as I travel around the world, I see poor countries who sell their grain to the West while their own children starve in their arms. And the West feeds it to livestock so we can eat a steak? Am I the only one who sees this as a crime? Believe me, every morsel of meat we eat is slapping the tear-stained face of a hungry child. When I look into her eyes, do I remain silent? The earth can produce enough food for everyone's need, but not enough for everyone's greed. We are facing the perfect storm. If any nation had developed weapons that could wreak such havoc on the planet, we would launch a preemptive military strike and bomb it back into the Bronze Age. But it's not a rogue state, it's an industry. The good news is we don't have to bomb it. We can just stop buying it. Sir George Bush was wrong. The axis of evil does not run through Iraq, Iran, or North Korea. It runs through our dining tables. Weapons of mass destruction are our knives and forks. Our proposition is the Swiss Army knife of the future. It solves our environmental, water, human health problems and ends cruelty forever. The Stone Age didn't end because we ran out of stones. This cruel, disgusting industry will end because we run out of excuses. Meat is like the 1 and 2 cent coins. It costs more to make than it's worth. And I come from the bush. Farmers are the ones with the most to gain. Farming won't end, it would boom. Only the product line will change. Farmers would make so much money they won't even bother counting it, and I'd be the first to applaud them. Governments would love us. New industries would emerge and flourish. Health insurance premiums would plummet. Hospital waiting lists would disappear. Hell, we'd be so healthy, we'd have to shoot someone just to start a cemetery. So tonight I have two challenges for the opposition, two challenges. Meat causes a wide range of cancers and heart disease. Would they name one disease caused by a vegetarian diet? And two, I'm funding the Earthlings trilogy. If the opposition is so sure of their ground, I challenge them to send a copy of the Earthlings DVD to all their colleagues and all their customers. Go on, I dare you. Animals are not just other species, they are other nations, and we murder them at our peril. The peace map is drawn on a menu. Peace is not just the absence of war, it is the presence of justice. Justice must be blind to race, color, religion, or species. If she's not blind, she will be a weapon of terror. And tonight, there is unimaginable terror in those ghastly Guantanamos we call factory farms or slaughterhouses. Believe me, if slaughterhouses had glass walls, we wouldn't be having this debate tonight. You see, I believe another world is possible. And on a quiet night, I can hear her breathing. Let's get animals off the menu and out of these torture chambers. Please vote tonight for those who have no voice. Thank you.
Philip Woolen.
All right. That's a powerful message, isn't it? Every time I watched, I felt like watching this again. So do we have? Yes, Karthikeyan sir. Thank you for reminding to share this message. Your message, sir. Hi, Karthikeyan sir, are you there? I think.
Yes, I could not unmute. Okay, Chandra, thank you for screening this. I mean, Philip Mullins, what a powerful message. And again. I know it's been done some years back. He's an eminent Australian. He was honored as Australian of the Year. And after seeing this, anyone with a conscience will stop killing animals just to feed oneself. What a powerful message. So it's not only health of the individual, health of the planet. How beautifully has described it. Sooner we realize, the better it is for the world. Actually, already the planet is crying for relief. The atrocities the human has committed on the planet, I'm really worried what's going to happen. We all love our children, grandchildren. Children may escape, but the grandchildren will have a tough time. That's for another day, but it needs to be screened. I'm happy you did it. I want every program to screen this. So it is going to appeal to the conscience of every individual. After this, can you still kill animals just to feed? Spoiling your own health, spoiling the health of the planet? destroying the future of our grandchildren. I don't think that's not left.
Sir, we're losing you in your voice.
No? No?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you now.
No, after seeing this, with anyone with a heart cannot kill animals just for living. I appeal to everyone, please take this message, pass it on to your family members. I'm not trying. Some children want parents force them to eat, telling that is good for health. It's what superstition. You see, have been only eating only plant-based food. Sports person. This has been a force promoting vegetarianism as important as meditation. But see the most powerful argument of Philip Wallen. Want to save the planet. You want to save the planet for your own grandchildren. Stop eating meat. Spread this message. Stop this superstition that only meat eating gives you strength and all that. Think anyone with a heart, after seeing this, I'm sure they'll stop eating meat and on the responsibility to tell others, stop killing animals, other forms of life. See, it's a stupidity to think that everything is created for the man. We are among the 10 million species or so. We are not even able to identify 2 million of them, and many of them are dying. We are destroying, we are bringing havoc on ourselves. Even this pandemic, I believe there is another BBC documentary I will request Chandra to play it on some other day. Believe that this is also a consequence of what we have done to the planet. To all the other species destroying their nature, destroying forests. Millions of acres of forests are destroyed either for growing tea or coffee. That's what they did in India. Forests are gone because they want to grow tea and coffee, which don't do any good to your health. But far worse is for feeding. They want to grow food grains to feed the pigs, to fatten them so that he can eat them. Can you believe this happening? Yes, he has beautifully said, thousands of liters of water to make 1 kg of meat. Anyhow, man has gone crazy now. At least, people like Philip Wallen speaking and the PSSM promoting vegetarianism, not only compassion, your own self-interest. You care for your own health, care for your own, the health of your planet, health of your future generations. Please stop killing animals just to feed us. To keep one life going, how many hundreds of lives being killed one's lifetime and causing global warming? Because of that, the glaciers are melting so fast. There is an imminent threat of many of the low-lying islands and coastal towns getting submerged. You can't stop it. Even if you stop now, that damage is done already. But if you stop now, maybe you can survive, save the rest of the earth. Every point of view, it is sheer madness and arrogance to keep playing just for our own satisfaction. I appeal to you, please, 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 please stop killing animals for the sake of our living. You can have a healthier life on plant-based diet. Thank you, Chandra.
Thank you, sir. Yes, everybody who is joined here, no matter whatever that may be whether you can say a recommendation by a doctor, this and that, it only has done more damage. So I'm sure each of us, if anyone is still eating meat, take this. That's how I broke myself. I said, I'm not going to take it for 40 days, and afterwards, I didn't have to take it at all forever. So it's easy one can absolutely attempt it and then must become a vegetarian. So thank you all, and we will do a short breakout room today. Let's spend there and then give your feelings about this video. Only thing but about these feelings about a video or animals or planet in anything, any way that you are contributing in the breakout rooms, you can share. What little things that you are doing today, you can share in the breakout rooms around environmental consciousness, animal friendliness, and consciousness, right? So please express, and everything that we express, everything is energy in the end. It's all going to go, and then definitely is going to influence those who are perhaps not aware of it. That's really about it for most people. So let's express that in the breakout rooms, and we'll see you in the morning tomorrow for a longer meditation on a Sunday. And those of you, we finished that first day of a program on a manifestation. So we're doing the second day today more on the goal setting and for longer meditation there on a manifestation.